Hey, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. I've got lights now that hopefully will not make me look so Uncle Fester. But let's take a look. Current blood sugar is 8.7. I'm half calibrated. I will do a blood sugar before dinner and it will make me calibrated. It's a little bit later. I have 1.625 units of insulin that are active in the body. As you can see, went up a bit today. So that's pretty much it. Had a meal around 12. That's a little knife and fork. I don't know if you can see it there, but I assume we'll be having a next one. So, if we pull these three lines, it just shows you how everything's doing. I've got high battery, 126 units of insulin. I've got 6 days of my sensor left. And what's this? 91% battery. And sensors all working, everything's working. So get out of this. So we're currently at 64% time in range, which was a lot better than it was earlier today. 36% still above, so I'm going to have to work on that. But tomorrow's a big sort of celebration. Tomorrow's going to be my last summer day as before heading into school of grade 8, and that grade 8 year would change my life. I'm well above 3.9, and this has come down. I think this morning it was around 10. So all in all, pretty damn good day. Today I want to talk to you about glucagon and how it can be used in a diabetic's life. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay, in a normal, not a diabetic patient, two things happen in the pancreas. One, insulin is produced, and we have spoken nauseam about what that does. Okay, so we also have something we call glucagon. Oops. And glucagon, I guess I'm going to hold this now. Glucagon is a substance in which the body, I'll be right, got things working again. Glucagon is a hormone. While insulin lowers the blood sugar, glucagon can increase it. For years, the only way you could really utilize glucagon was through another shot. And usually the person had to sit there, fumble with it. It came in a little box or a little plastic, and you would pick it out and you would take the liquid that was in the syringe and shoot it into the bottle and then draw it out and then give to the patient. wasn't the greatest. I kind of used glucagon for something more than what it was designed for. I used glucagon for sort of in an extra insulin pump, which my endo gave me. And I don't know, we kind of got mixed success. The whole idea was to keep glucagon going into me throughout the night. During the day it would stop, but at night, so I didn't drop. I had a real problem of dropping blood sugars. Now, it probably would be what they're calling a microdosing, giving shorter amount, minuscule amount of glucagon. There is a problem with that, and that is, I believe there is only, excuse me for a sec, there is only one company that makes that insulin. Two companies were making these injectable insulin. One was Eli Lilly, and the other, I'm not exactly sure, but Eli Lilly has stopped making this insulin. All right, glucagon. Sorry, I'm going to be doing this all day. Glucagon, we're talking glucagon. So if I say insulin, now it was a mistake, and you should not assume that I'm talking insulin, I'm talking glucagon. There. So, with one manufacturer, they couldn't keep up, so they have increasingly increased the price of glucagon. I had a problem here at home that I was taking glucagon, and I was having too many lows and giving glucagon. When I drop, I need to get up quick. So basically, it's a good idea that we don't drop. Pure and simple. Glucagon is great, but it's expensive. Or is it? There is another manufacturer, and I believe it's only in the States. I don't think it's available in Canada, that made a shelf stable. So I'll have to find out about that. I couldn't find anything online, but TCOYD has mentioned it a few times. If you're interested, go take a look at them. There's a whole little vignette on glucagon. Now there's also a product called Baqsimi, which is glucagon in a powder form. And it's just that you're able to press it up your nose, and you're able to breathe it in. You don't have to have the patient snort it. They just kind of squeeze it in, and it gets absorbed by the nasal cavities. Nasal cavity, yeah, I guess they're cavities. There's, even though it's one pharynx, it's still two nasal. But you know what I mean, I hope. But glucagon, that one is not as expensive. They're easy to get. Most people are switching over and having that one as a backup. So having something like that works better for a patient. Baqsimi is a lot easier to use. It's just a one shot. But so glucagon was one shot. And it worked. It brings up my, excuse me, low blood sugars quite quickly. I don't know. I'm just sort of tired today. But keeping your blood sugars out of the low point, if you need it, it should be there. It's also a lot easier to train someone. All they have to do is unpack it, squeeze it up the nose. The person doesn't have to even be awake. But it's still a good idea that after someone comes out from using this product, that you get taken care of by a trained medical professional. Sounds easy enough? Now, glucagon, originally it didn't have a good shelf life. Now with Baqsimi, you don't have to worry. It's like Glucagon is like $5,000, I think was the last price I heard, to shoot Glucagon up. So you need to be aware of these costs. If you're finding you're going low way too often, the first step is to figure out why you're going low and to try to treat it without using glucagon. Glucagon will raise your blood sugar up, but in my circumstances, because the blood sugar goes up, it quickly turns and will come back down. So you have to watch. You don't want to keep shooting up glucagon. The glucagon needle is not as fine as an insulin needle. So I was wondering, well, maybe they should put an IV into me and have D5W available at any time. Problem solved, right? Well, no. That stings. That's terrible. I've had it in the hospital. I've had ambulance drivers give it to me. And it's not the greatest. I've had, was it a PICC line in my arm? And having it put in there, that was easy peasy. Went just outside the heart. The blood went into the heart. It got circulated right away. I've had antibiotics that way, and it works wonders. But now, with Baqsimi, it's all taken care of because in the nose, and that's the end of it. A person doesn't necessarily have to be trained. It works. Just squeeze it in. Talk to your doctor about getting a prescription for Baqsimi next time you go to the doctor. If you're not going to see your doctor, or you're not, see if you can get in to see your doctor to get a prescription for Baqsimi. Comes in a yellow box, and you can take it out of its wrapping and just keep it in a cylinder it comes in, ready to be used at any time. So, glucagon, if you have an injectable, by all means keep using it. Baqsimi is just the new frontier for treatment of low blood sugars. You should use a full amount unless otherwise directed by your doctor. And I'm saying you should get it checked out by your doctor. Today was just a short little video about glucagon. Stay tuned for on the channel. We'll get back to longer videos. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. Mikesdiabetesworld at gmail.com.